guys argued, you don't agree on that certain thing, you see her behaving like this, it means this woman will always give you a silent treatment after an argument. Most times, this is where you get to divorce her, or you get fed up, or she get fed up with you in the marriage. Most times, many guys ignore these behaviors. You will see how she's behaving like this. For some reason, you don't even know what to make out of it. Most times, this is where you get to go back to start begging, begging. You want her to accept. Maybe you feel okay because you guys had that argument, so she can behave like that. Most times, this is where you get to start. You see many guys, they go back and start making up excuses. Oh, it could be my fault. You start second guessing yourself. So when you notice a woman is behaving like this, it shows that she will always want to have her way. It shows that she will give you silent treatment. She doesn't really care what you go through after that argument. Most times she doesn't even want settlement, because you must beg her to get her to come back to her normal self, to talk to you, to be kind to you, and do the things she's supposed to do for you. So once you notice these three behaviors with a woman, it shows after an argument, she cannot sit you down to really iron things out, to talk about it. She will always want to go solo. She will always want to give you silent treatment. She doesn't even want you guys to talk about this matter. And if you end up with this woman, there is almost 100% chances you're going to divorce her, or she's going to divorce you. Yes, because at a point you get tired. Number one behavior you will notice when a woman is going to be giving you silent treatment after an argument is she will always communicate indirectly. Let's say she want to say something, she will just be using indirect hitches. She will be giving you indirect clues of what she's going to say. She will not come direct. Let's say she want to ask you to come and maybe take your bed, you will see how she will just beat around the bush, just drop the water. If you like, understand. If you like, don't understand. It's none of her business. And most times you're asking her a question, you will see that the questions will be direct, but she will be giving you indirect answer. And most times she will be giving you one word answer. As you're meeting this lady, don't ignore these signs. Most times when she behaves like this, most times if the communication becomes indirect, this is when you're going to call her. I can't be in a relationship with a woman who communicates indirect. If you have issues with me, let's discuss it. And if it is because of that issue we had, it's something we can is something we can discuss, so that be on a we can be at the same pace. But if it is what you be doing, then I'm not ready for this relationship. This is how you set boundaries and cut off that kind of behavior. And after setting this boundary, the woman refused to change, or she refused to make adjustment. It means that woman, this is who she is. Because in most cases, women want to test you to see if they really give you silent treatment after an argument, if you're going to come back to beg them. And what betide you if you beg them? That means you just lost your right, your authority to her. So if you lost your authority and right to her, that woman becomes overly disrespectful. She has seen that there is nothing you put in place to really punish her when she does something wrong, so she can really get away with everything. This is where you can no longer tame this woman. This is when she can no longer be respectful. She, even though when she went into that relationship with you, she's respectful, she's kind, she accepted you, she will no longer accept you again, because she knows she can really walk over you, take advantage of you, and nothing is going to happen. So when you are in a relationship, please ask them to reduce that volume now immediately. So if you are in a relationship, maybe she might be a woman who, this is not the kind of behavior she have. This is not her kind of, she might be a woman that this is her kind of behavior. So no matter how much standard you set, she's not going to change. But if she just want to test you and she really likes you, and you set this boundary, immediately you notice this behavior, you will notice she's going to withdraw, she's going to change, and you will notice that she's never going to repeat that again. But if you keep quiet, remember, anything you tolerate now is something she's going to continue to repeat. She will continue doing it. She's never going to leave it. She's never going to pity you. She's never going to change. And most times when she continues, there is no way she's going to respect you. Then the second behavior you will notice when a woman will want to give you silent treatment is she will withdrawal method. Immediately you have issues with her or you have argument, you don't agree on something, you will notice she start withdrawing herself from you. She no longer calls, she no longer texts, she no longer asks of your whereabouts. As in, she doesn't even want you to ask of hers. Even when you're making effort, you want to ask her, you will notice she's withdrawn. You will notice she's no longer available. You will notice there is something changed. And in a case like this, a woman can cheat on you at that time. When she start withdrawing herself because you guys have little misunderstanding, she doesn't want to talk about it. She's looking for a shoulder to lean on, to complain, to rest herself, and to maybe forget about that argument. This is the worst woman you should be with. A woman you have little argument that you guys need to settle, you need to solve, and the next thing she start withdrawing herself from you. She doesn't want to give you the benefit of doubt for you guys to be at the same pace, for you guys to settle the issue. What do you think a woman like this will do to you in a relationship? Most times you guys really ignore the signs. And if you're the type that is always doing it, you will chase a woman that is really interested in you, that really loves you. You're going to chase her away. There is nothing as good as discussing that issue. When it come up, just talk about it, discuss it, and you guys agree on something, because that thing is something that the both of you, if you sit down to have a conversation, you will always end up always at the same. You guys will meet yourselves halfway. You guys will agree on something and you start working on that thing. You work with it. But when there is no communication, you see that there is nothing to work on. Most times you will always let go, especially if that thing happens to be your values, that thing happens to be what you so much desire, you will let go. This is where you get, since I met her, she has never apologized. Yes, because she's this kind of a woman who always withdraw after an argument. You want her to always win. And you wanting her to always win, will it benefit you? The answer is no. It's not going to benefit you, because it should be win-win for both of you. If one person is always winning, that means that relationship is one-sided. The love will always become one-sided. Even if she like you, she will turn the love to one side. You will be the one to make every commitment and sacrifice in such relationship. But guess what? You will never ever be appreciated. She will always take those love for granted. She will always, you feel, oh, let me just be doing it, let her accept me. She's not going to accept you. So what you feel that this lady is doing, these behaviors, you feel she's doing it and you know you're not comfortable with it, address it immediately. Immediately you see it, babe, I'm not comfortable with this, let's talk about this. If she says she's not going to talk about it, give her space, because you told her you cannot tolerate it. So if you really mean anything to her, do you think she will not listen? She's going to listen, because she doesn't want to lose you. She wants anything that is good for you. Now let me tell you, a woman can want everything that is good for you. Immediately she tests you with withdrawal method or with withdrawal after an argument, and you fall for it. Remember, that woman will never be the same. If you've experienced this with a woman and maybe you're always letting go of everything, the first time you let go, you will continue to let go. She will never pity you that, oh, you let go, let me just pity you. This thing, once a woman notice or spot your weakness, these are the things she will use to carry into this relationship. Those your weakness, she start working on them. It means there is a lapses, there is a crack already. So she's not going to feel that crack. Rather, she will crack it the more. So you getting her to be sane in that relationship is almost nearly impossible, because she's never going to be. So anything you notice like this after an argument, you guys, argument is not when you give yourself gas goes. No. Argument is when you don't agree on something. And it's not something it's not something you notice is often. When it is often, it means you don't align, your values did not align. It's best you don't even start such relationship, you don't further it. But when your values align, you can still argue. Even perfect couples, They argue on things. They don't agree on everything. But the only thing is, there's always a way or means to really talk about those things and come meet themselves halfway, and everything is okay, everything is fine. But when you're always agreeing, once there's any, you're chasing, you want her to talk, you want her to, most times she doesn't even want to take your calls. You start going to her house. Babe, what happened? Why are you not taking my call? You're already giving your right away. You're already giving yourself away. You're already showing this woman that you're very weak. You cannot handle your emotions. So because you cannot handle your emotion, you see those things, she will keep doing it. You yourself, you've been in a relationship. You've met a couple of women. You know how your relationship used to be. So you know that anything you complained of, you will see your woman really be doing it, because this is a weakness. This is something she's looking for. You just gave it to her on a platter. So she will use it, and she will use it so well that you will start questioning even your existence. You will start questioning yourself. Am I this kind of a man? Why am I tolerating this? I know you've had most times you've been in a relationship. You've get to question yourselves. Why am I tolerating this? What? But you cannot talk, because from the onset you did not say anything. You allowed it. So because you chased when you're not supposed to chase, you're always going to second guess yourself. You're always going to apologize. Apology is good. In a relationship, one person must be mumu. That you're going to be mumu doesn't mean you should tolerate everything. That's where it comes from. Most times you say, one person is going to play the fool. Yes, you can play the fool as a man. A woman can also play the fool to always make peace. But that peace should not come when you're not also happy. That peace should come because you really need that relationship, and the woman in question also needs that relationship. She's willing to make that peace. She's willing to accept the peace. When the peace is coming at your own detriment, now where the problem dey? That is where the problem is. In a relationship, one person must bow for the other. As in, one not bowing that you will submit to her, no. But one person must be the type that easily let go of things. But in as much as you want to easily let go of things, your woman also should be understandable or understanding. Or she's the kind of person that really also puts effort to see that there is peace. Even when you bring the initiative, okay, let's make peace, let everything go well, you will see she will abide by it. She will buy it. Then okay, if I no talk, most times everything will be like that. Yes, that's where you get the balance. But where you get that you're not balancing it is when you there is an issue, you're always the one always apologizing. This woman doesn't feel remorse. She doesn't feel pain. She doesn't feel pity. She doesn't compromise. You are the one doing all the compromises yourself, and she doesn't even care. Then there is a problem. That is where there is a problem. So I'm trying to explain this so that you don't say, oh, one person must play the fool, and you keep playing. At the end of the day, that woman is going to leave you. She will get fed up. She will get tired. And when a woman gets fed up of you, the only thing that comes to her mind is there is a man out there that needs to occupy or fill that void. See, that is where they get to start cheating on you with someone else. So if you notice this behavior, stop it immediately. Don't say, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to lose her. If you say you don't want to lose her, you will eventually lose her. But if you stand your ground on this thing, I don't want it, I'm not going to tolerate it, that woman is going to change. That is when you're not going to lose her. Then if you notice this behavior that she will be calm like she has never been. She no longer talks, she no longer communicates, she no longer shares. She just wants to be on her own. Maybe she's the type that goes to work. When she come back, she would just go inside, just lock herself off. Even when you're talking to her, she doesn't want to respond. She's just overly calm. As in, the communication is no longer there. She's not that kind of sweet person. She will just be in her shell. You will notice she want to talk to people outside and not you. Maybe you guys are living in the same compound, you're seeing yourself, but when she sees you, she'll just be forming gist. She doesn't want to talk. When you ask her a question, hey, hello, how are you? She will say, fine. Give you one word answer. She'll walk away. She goes her way. Then you know that she will give you a silent treatment in that relationship. This one, that calmness, na him be the worst. You know why it's the worst? When she's overly calm, she's being calculative. How she would take, how what she would do to you to punish you. Now, when she will reserve herself. She will remove herself entirely from you. She want to do her things her own way. So this time around, those things that really make you happy, you will notice she will not do it. And most times, when she's overly calm, usually calm, not like her, you will notice that she will want to be doing things that will really pain you, that will really hurt you. Most times, this is when she start communicating with people you say, oh, I don't want you to communicate with, or people she knows that will really make you jealous. You have issues with her, you have an argument, you don't agree on something. This is where you see her posting some men on her posts. You see them on her Facebook, on her Instagram, on her YouTube, on her TikTok. You see, she will start doing so many write-ups, but she doesn't want to talk to you. You'll be hurt because she will never even give you the liberty of even reaching her or even talking to her. You know that you are in for a very, very long thing. You are in for something serious, because if she's treating you this way and you feel, oh, let me just ignore her, there are times you don't ignore things. Just give her some space, let her calm down. You call her, address it there and then. You see, when we have issues and you feel you want to be calm, you don't want to talk, I am not usually that kind of a person. It means I cannot be in a relationship with you. I'm not usually in a relationship with women who act that way. I need you to be more mature, to tell me what your problem is. I need you, since there is an argument, we don't agree on this, I need you to come up, let's talk about it and resolve it calmly, like adults that we are. But if something like this happens again, it means I'm dealing with a woman who is not really mature. And I like mature women. Eh? Sense don't enter. She will ask herself, oh, does it mean I'm not mature? You know, women, they think like children sometimes. Does it mean I'm not mature? Oh, he said I'm not mature. Oh, I need to prove to him that I'm mature. I need to prove to him that this is not who I am. The test has failed. So she needs to be in her best behavior in order to really get you to chase her again, because she will want to chase. So if you say these things to a woman and she did not budge, that's your business. So me, this is who I am. And if they are behaving like this, they tell you this is who I am, it means she's not ready to make compromises. It means she wants you to make all the compromises and sacrifice. Do not, oh, if that's who you are, then I think this relationship is not going to work, because I don't like the person that you are. You quietly walk away. Because if you say, oh, if she said this is who she is, and you feel it's something you can tolerate, or silent treatment in marriage, it can last for years. It can last for months without you guys talking, without you guys communicating, and immediately there is a silent treatment. Immediately you're giving yourselves room to cheat on yourselves, because you need that companionship. You need someone to talk to, and even you go back home, nobody to talk to, you will notice you start looking for, or she start looking for someone she can lean on, someone she can talk to, someone that can give her advice. She start looking for those things, and since she can't get it from you, what happens? You will see, most times they will tell you, it's because of you. It's not really because of you. It's because this is her behavior that you really ignored. You feel it's something you can work with or you can work on. You can't change anyone. So if you notice a behavior and you notice you're not comfortable with it, you try to address it. She refused to adjust. Then that relationship is not where you're supposed to be. That woman is someone you should not be with. You should let go of. If you're complaining of something, your partner is always turning deaf eye, feeling that, oh, what is he even talking about? This is who I am, I don't want to change. it means that that person really do not like you. And if they don't like you, what are you doing in their life? What are they doing in your space? Or what are you even doing in their space? Is it not best to let them go? Letting people go sometimes will always give you that peace you solely desire. Then the fourth one is she would twist the blame. She would twist when a woman's behavior, when there's an argument, she refused to take her responsibility and she start twisting it so that it will favor her and the blame will always go to you. This is the first time she does it. And you feel, could it be me? Is there something I did wrong? But I didn't say anything wrong. But this thing we are arguing on is something I like. It's something, it's part of my values. It's part of my boundaries. Oh, let me just let it go. Huh? Once you let it go, know it that in that relationship, you will be the one to keep up. You will apologize all the rest of your life. That lady will never see anything she did to you as bad. Yes, this is where you get such behaviors. Anything they do, they feel is okay. But that same thing she did to you that she didn't see as bad, you can't try it with her. Some will say, she told me, she's always angry that I'm talking to women, but she talks to all the men and she calls all of them. That is because she knows how to twist the blame. Anytime you ask her or you caught her in the act, she will tell you are the reason why she's chatting with them. Most times she will tell you, it's because I said you should do this for me. You did not do it. It's because I called you the other day. You did not pick. Maybe you told her, it's my job. I'm busy. She will not tell you it's because you're busy. And this type of women, when they start this behavior and you did not curtail it, you did not stop it, then you know that they can give you anything and they will expect you to take it. They will expect you to manage them. They will expect you to always look out for them, make them happy, even while you're not happy, because they're never going to make you happy. Making you happy is something that will never ever be in their mind. They don't have any business making you happy, but every of their happiness should come from you. Hey, if you don't come make them happy, may you know say that house, you will never come into that house. Most times, do not ignore these things. If you try to stop it and they did not stop, leave. And if you give them your reason, if that woman likes you, she's going to change. Funny enough, a woman can like you and still do these things. Immediately you did not stop it, that woman that like you start hating you. Because it's not as if she will portray that she's hating you or tell you she's hating you, but her behavior towards you will change automatically. Now listen, let me give you a catch. A woman cannot be with you and you tolerate everything. She knows that anything she gives you, you will tolerate it without questioning it or without punishing her for it, and she will stay sane and respectful. This is where they lose their cool and their respect. This is where they stop being submissive. This is where they stop being loyal. This is where they stop being faithful, because they know they can get away with everything. Do not make them get away with everything. Don't punish them. Don't shout at them, but set your boundaries. Set your standard. Set your rule. Stick to it. Stand with it and watch everything turns to your favor. Then the fifth behavior is when she struggles with vulnerability. She will struggle to be vulnerable. She will struggle to make compromises. See, vulnerability is the beauty of every relationship and every marriage. Anybody that cannot compromise for you, that cannot come down to your level, is not ready to be vulnerable. Now, someone once said to me, he said, I have a woman who I love so much. I really cherish this woman. But then she told me that my family is very poor, so she won't want to have any business with them. She don't want to have anything to do with me because my family is poor. I'm the only one that is rich, so I'm carrying everyone along. That's because of that she can't date me. So his question now is, can I really date her? Then I know my family, my siblings, at least some are in school. The boys, they have something They have some trade they are learning. Some have even established in some businesses, though they are just starting. It's as if they're just struggling with it, but I know they are going to pick. Should I just let them go? No communication. Since I've settled everyone should just be on their own and concentrate on her, because I love this girl so much. My question is, can you do without your family? He now said no, they bonded so well, but if he can explain to them so everyone can stay on their own. I now say it doesn't worth it. She's just struggling to be vulnerable. She knows that this family is people that means so much to you, but she's looking for means to detach them from you. Do you think that kind of a woman is mean well for you? If she deal with you, any woman you will be with that will have reasons for you to detach yourself from your family is the, as in, devil better pass her. Most times you guys don't listen. If you notice that if you're dating her, she cannot ask you, what about your sister? What about you? This is where you know them. She cannot ask you, what of your mom? Can I see your mom? Can I call your mom? Anything that has to do with your family, she's not paying attention. She doesn't even want to listen. She will eventually cut you off from them. And you see, those families are your backbone. You know how good you are with them, how close all of you are. So nothing should break that bond unless you came from a very horrible and terrible family. Even at that, they are still your family. The only thing is just find ways to avoid them, to stay on your own. Have your peace, but then you know how to relate with them. But nobody should cut you off from them. Do not cut tie from your family because of a woman. No woman deserves that. Only if your woman is good, she's very kind, she brings everyone in, but your families are treating her like slave, they don't appreciate her goodness, then you can calmly tell your family to leave. Calmly, let everybody go so you can concentrate on your relationship or your marriage with her. But if not so, please, let her be so vulnerable that she wants your family members, their well-being, their happiness. That is how she will seek yours. If she doesn't like them, she doesn't like you. Funny enough, they will pretend they like you. They will be laughing. Hey, you are the only person I like. You are the only person that means so much to me. And meanwhile, the people that really mean well for you, she doesn't want them. She doesn't even want them close. So she doesn't mean well for you. So be with a woman who can be vulnerable to the core with you. If she's finding it difficult to be vulnerable, it means she will not accept you. It means she will not accept your family. So she will always give you a silent treatment. When you have an argument with her, she would never want to talk about it. She will never even want you guys to communicate. She wants you to stay on your own. So those times you go and play, and get her to talk, get her to interact, it will not be there because she did not create an avenue for it. Then the sixth and the last one, she will fail to take responsibility. She will fail to take everything responsibility. She will never take responsibility. You will be the one to blame for everything because anything she does is perfect. Anything she does is good. But the ones you're doing are always wrong. She will always want to blame you. It's because of this. It's because of that. So she will never ever be accountable for anything she does. You want you to let her go for everything. This is the reason why a woman can be in a relationship with you or even in marriage. She will cheat. She will now come back and tell you, please, can you take my phone? Just take my phone. Just be monitoring my phone. Just so you don't punish her. Just so you don't get angry. You feel, she want to be faithful. If you didn't catch her, she will still do the same thing, right? Then this is where you get, when she cheat on you, she will not tell you, let me take an oath. Let me just bring something, let me swear. What kind of swearing is that? She just wants you to. She doesn't want to really take, and most times when they do this, they will always have blame. They will always have to blame the other guy. Is that guy? He's the one that deceived me. Nobody deceived her. She walked to the guy's house. She walked to the hotel where the do happened. And most cases, it is not just the guy. Please give this live stream a thumbs up so other people can see, join, and still learn from you. Give us a thumbs up and share out the live stream, please. As you join in, be giving it a like and also share. So this is where you get her to say, oh, it is that guy. He deceived me. He told me you're not a good person. He told me this. She have a mind that can think. She need to ask you, but she refused to ask you. If at all the guy told her anything, she needs to ask you, but she refused to ask. But she went and did exactly. They communicated, didn't they? She called him. They sent text message, didn't they? It did not just happen. So it is something she decided on her own she wants to do, because she already craved it before she really opened. A man and a woman is not the same. Do you know that before a woman cheats, she has already made up her mind she wants to do it? But you as a man, you can even finish doing it. There is when you start realizing, seeing the consequences. A woman weighs consequences before she does it, especially when it comes to cheating. She will weigh the consequences. What will happen if this guy catch me? What will I say to him? She don't already arrange everything in her head. That is why if a woman is cheating, it's difficult for you to catch her. And if you catch her, you go notice, say, she start to give you all this, let's swear, let's do this, so that you will let her go. If you let her go, and you're expecting her to respect you, she will never respect you, because she weighed the consequences before she did it, and she saw that the consequences, her maybe her crocodile tears, or her conviction, or even her pretense outweigh the consequences. So she will do it. Yes, before she do it. She don't weigh everything. She can't just stay and just open her leg. That is why it's not as if a woman do not have that maybe self. She want to also sleep with different men the way you want to sleep with different women. It's not as if she doesn't have it in her, but there is something tying her down. She has thought about it. If I do it, how would this man see me? Or how would other men see me? What if they sit down and they're having conversation of me and I'm passing? What would they be thinking of? What would they be saying? What would they be thinking? How would my husband or my man, how will he be walking with his head up high? She don't weigh all those things. We don't just do it. It's not as if she doesn't have such thoughts once in a while to do it. But there is something that is always pulling her back. There's something that is always dragging her back. That is the thing that makes her to, when she think about it, she does say, the consequences outweigh this thing. So it's better I leave this thing. You no go pay me. Especially if she's a woman with dignity. She have dignity. So she's going to do everything to protect herself. Even if you did do am, she will never go back. Most times this is when they tell you, you cheated, that is why I cheated. Any woman that says this with you is because she knows nothing like consequences. Her talking back at you outweighs the consequences she's going to get. That is why she will do it. So if you're with women who have these behaviors I just mentioned, and you feel everything is fine, she's going to stop, or she's going to treat you right, she's not going to give you silent treatment, you're joking. Because in that relationship, you will get tired. Silent treatment will be backing a baby that is backing another one. So you don't even have, most times when they start giving you silent treatment, they cut everything intimacy with you. They don't want you to touch them. And when they don't want you to touch them, they can easily cheat on you. 100, they will cheat on you in that marriage or in that relationship. Have you experienced any of these things I mentioned? How did you handle it? Did you even handle it? How did the relationship or the marriage turn out to be? This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to always be in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Do not forget to give this video your like. Give this video your like. Give this video your super like, your super chat, and also follow my membership. So if you've not subscribed to my channel and you're seeing me for the very first time, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. And if you've been following me, you've not been seeing my videos, what are you waiting for? Click on that button, that notification bell. Click on it so that whenever I drop a video, you be the very first person to see it. Like someone was telling me yesterday, he said, I've not been seeing your videos. And there is one of your video I watched some time ago, and I happened to face such scenario or that same problem. I happened to encounter it. So that video gave me clarity of what to do. So no video is a waste. Watch them. So if you watch them, when the problem comes, you will remember the video, and you will be able to solve it with ease. So don't no knowledge is a waste. You can even have a friend going through such, or your siblings. You know what to tell them, how to tell them to handle it. So if you come across my video, I'm begging you, watch them, like them, drop a comment, and also share it so it will reach other people. Thank you guys for joining this live stream. Thank you for joining. It's really nice having all of you here. Gabriel, thank you for joining. Ntini, thank you for joining. I messed up. She went on no contact for a month, and this week she came back. She is a bit distant, and I don't know how to approach things. You don't mess up already. So for 1 month, let me tell you guys, if a woman leaves you for even 3 days, 1 week, and she's coming back, you guys did not settle that issue, she did not apologize, and I think I made a video like this, right? That is why you need to be watching them. So you accepted her back. If you had watched that video, you know now that you know what to do. You know what to say to her. You know if you're even supposed to even accept her back, or you're not even supposed to accept her back. So, and that woman, she go show you pepper. Oh. She go show you, as in pepper. Now the one, Cameroon pepper, mixed with Nigerian pepper, mixed with Ghana pepper, mixed with all the pepper in this world, Germany, Jamaica, if they have pepper, she go mix all of them. She go show you that pepper. And you will regret this action you just took. This thing you just did with her, you will regret it. Trust me. Share this social media. You will still come on my live to say it. Alright, Triv 2445. How do you correct when your ex left and created stories in a way that makes you look so weak in her people's eyes because the stories she created are not true? How do I regain the respect from her people? Your ex, is she your wife? If she's not your wife, you don't need anything to regain. Let the story be. Even if you tell them, are they going to believe you? The problem is they've already chosen to believe. They've chose to believe what they want to believe. So anything you tell them now, you're making noise. So I will advise you to let your ex go if she's not your wife. Okay, you say your ex, okay. If she's not your wife, let her go immediately. Any woman that cannot protect you before her family is not worth staying with. And if you cannot protect your woman before your family, you are also not worth staying with. You both must agree to protect yourselves. Yes, that protection matters, especially to people. Especially, the protection should not come to the detriment of your family, because most times I see why you go and be fighting your family because of a woman. That's not the protection I'm talking about. Protection is your image. She should be able to present your image to your family as spotless, because it's that image that your family is going to be using to see you. So most times you're being disrespected by a woman's family is because of what she told them about you and how she presented you. A person cannot destroy what they don't know nothing about. They start destroying your image. They start destroying you when they already have so much negative things about you. That is why, if you're in marriage and all of a sudden you notice your wife is talking about, or your woman, you might be in a relationship, your woman is always talking to her people, and her people are always being disrespectful, especially when you guys have issue. She's always running to them. The next thing, they can't talk to you respectfully. No matter what you do, they're not going to appreciate you this time. They will always be disrespectful. And you feel, oh, this thing she's doing is okay, it's okay. It's not okay. So if you're still in a relationship, end this relationship, because her family are seeing you like an irresponsible person. They would not respect you. So if you like because of them, they're not going to see it and they're not going to appreciate it. Ibrahim, 100 to you, Mama. You are too much. Oh, thank you so much, Ibrahim. Dennis, Mama, mine haven't been testing lately. She told me she's going through a lot now and she needs money. I don't want to test her because I have been the one doing so till 3 days ago, and since then she didn't. She's been through a lot and she cannot text you, she cannot call you, and she's been through a lot. This is December period. You guys should be wise. This December period, they will always come up with excuse to be with someone that just came back. They will give you excuse, it's because of I've been. Nobody should put you under pressure this festive season, because as they are putting you under that pressure, they are making ways to leave you to be with another person. For 3 days you stopped and she did not call you. Are you not? Would you say you're in a relationship? Even tests occur since then. What do you have to say about this? I just said what I have to say. Is now, what do you have to make out of it? What I just said, what do you have to make out of it? Will you say, oh, because I said it, okay, let me now focus on myself? Or you will keep chasing her? It shows someone else is somewhere. Most times they don't even make demands, or most times this is the person that will give them more than what they are getting from you. So they will shove you one side and concentrate on that person. Edaldo, thank you so much. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but if I didn't, sorry. Alright, guys. Since I've answered the last question, if we have any question, please, we should drop it so we can answer, tackle it, and move forward. Any other question? Okay. Edaldo, thank you. Thank you. Any other question? 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 Ask your question. Village, yes, village. Hi, Pearl. How Pearl Solution? Nice to see you online. Thank you. Nice to have you here. Titesha. I call her well, Titesha. Nice to have you here. Ibrahim, Mama, please, can you talk about the advantage and disadvantage of a single mother? Yes, I've done a video. Search for the video and watch. I've done a video about it. Advantage and disadvantages of a single mother. Yes, please search for the video. It is a detailed video, so at least you will get to know most of the things you need to know about being with a single mother. It has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. So search for it on this my page and watch it. It's there. All right. Any more questions? Dennis, what if she tells you she's not even feeling anything now, but about relationship, because now she has no money and needs money for her work next year? Is it money? So without money, she can't be in a relationship. Can't you see the relationship is just about her selfish desires? I made a video that I dropped this morning. I don't know if you've watched it. I said lies women tell you about intimacy. So that video, after watching it, did not teach you anything. Guys, wise up now. Those videos are not just for you to watch, they are for you to use. Make good use of them. So if she's now telling you that, oh, because she doesn't have money, she can't be in a relationship, she's trying to condition your mind to provide her with everything. So she can't call you. It means there is no interest. Can you quit? You're chasing someone who is giving you condition for loving you. Do you think you will meet up to that her demands? Those fantasies she's having, do you think you can fulfill them? So you guys, they drop videos, you don't watch them and you don't use them. You're watching and using them now for your own good though. I have a lady who is playing a gaslight attitude with me. After all the role I played, that's what you want to write to make. After all the role I played to make. Before she was saying I love you, but now she is saying something else. If she's saying something else, then quit. She's giving you attitude. This December, this festive period, a woman that is not really into you, that have another relationship or eye for another man who is coming, will always gaslight you at this time. I don't know why you guys don't see it. When the man now leave, she will now be normal. So are you the type that they will just keep you? They will just be playing with your emotions the way they like, and you're still there, you're still comfortable with them. Brian, how do you feel about avoidant and attachment styles? Avoidant and attachment style. I've made so many videos about it, so go and watch it. That's how I feel about them. Go and watch them. Dennis, what if she's supportive, but lately she's been disrespectful and never wants to hear what I say? We argue and can't even have any conversations without arguments, and when I want to fix things, she will say there's no problem between us. She doesn't want to fix it. I've also made a video about these very statements. There is no problem, but then there is a problem. I've also made a video about it. So when they say there is no problem, when you know that you guys did not settle that issue, it shows there is a problem, and that problem keeps piling up, keeps piling. So please watch my videos. Watch them. I don't like most of these comments I'm seeing here, because these are videos I've already made that would have even given you ideas on how to solve these issues. What's the interpretation of a lady denying her body? Go and watch the video. It's just this morning I posted that video. Go and watch it, so you will know the interpretation. Ibrahim, Mama, I have found it, and it is under downloading process. I don't understand. Are you trying to download it? It will download then. Brian, I only found your channel a month ago. From that 1 month, if you never learn anything from this channel, then hey, I watched the video this morning. Good. Mama, you're too much. See, there is nothing you're going through that I have not, most times, if not all, I've made videos about them. Calm down and watch them. Calm down and watch them. Yes, I know my channel might not be getting so much views like that, and it's through you that I can get those views. If you can be sharing, if you can be liking, it's your support that helps the channel to grow, that makes other people to see it. Just your like and your comment in most of those videos will go a long way for other people to see. Yes, it will go a long way for other people to see, but for say I dey help una, even God knows how they help una. If you can be honest with yourself, you know I am helping. Share my videos. That's all I want. Share them. Give them a thumbs up when you see them. And those thumbs up, this is what makes the video to go. So when you watch them and you don't support, it's not helping the channel. And you're not helping me. So as they help you, may they help me. Go. You have a lot of knowledge. What we need to hear. Thank you, Brian. Thanks a lot, Brian. You're welcome. Believer, hello, coach. Thank you. You're welcome, Believer. Tiaisa, I have learned a lot from you. I really do appreciate. Thank you, Brian. It has different because you are a welcome and will tell the truth on their nature. Thank you. Believer, you're looking smart. Thank you so much, Believer. Dennis, thank you, Mama. Wish I knew you years back, but glad I found this channel. You're welcome. Brian, it hits. Alright, don't forget, the only good you do for me to help this channel is by liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. So you can also help me when you share my videos, you like my video, especially that like. Give the video a thumbs up. Say something you've experienced about the video. Or you can even drop just a comment. It will go a long way. Dorcas, greetings, madam. Yes, Dorcas, greetings to you too. Thank you for joining this live stream. Welcome. Good evening. Greetings to you. So please, once you come across my video, don't forget to like it. Happy New Year in advance. Dorcas, Happy New Year in advance. I hope you have a good new and a great New Year. Now, how do you become so successful in 2025? Go and watch it. I just dropped it this evening. So go and watch it. So you see all those New Year resolutions. This is how you practice them. And you eventually do everything you said that you want to do. So go and watch the video. It's there. Alright, thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate all of you a lot. I appreciate you for coming. You are so beautiful, Pearl. Your voice is so charming. Thank you so much. Thank you. Chinancy K, beautiful queen. See how you're glowing. Thank you. I'm blushing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining my live stream. I really appreciate all of you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Real good. So enjoy the rest of your night or the rest of your day, depending where you're watching me or depending where you're seeing this live stream from. Thank you, guys. See you guys next week Sunday, God's willing. Bye for now.